Yeah, good evening o buena noche. Bienvenido a Historias Urbanas con Don Armando. Soy presentador Don Armando Robles, desde Filadelfia. All right. So I'm just waiting for my special guest to come through. You know, I'm just just living it up. My last 2 hours officially in my 30s. So what Historias Urbanas con Don Armando is about is basically it's a show that I'm trying to actually push out for all the legends in the Dominican urban movement, whether it be in New York, Boston, or the Dominican Republic or Atlanta. The reason why I'm trying to push this out there because I'm seeing a lot of the mistakes that the youngsters in the Dominican rap game are doing that people my generation and the generation before me has committed. So it might be different players, but then the music game, certain people are still. So my platform is actually to inform youngsters on what to do. So therefore they could be successful artists and also they could feed their families in the process. So that's what my goal is with Historias Urbanas con Don Armando. And most of the things I've actually seen within the Dominican urban movement, also with the Latino urban movement, is that certain people could talk unity, but if you're going to cheat and have mismanaged funds or tours, or if a person mismanaged your artist, 9 times out of 10, certain people they put their business dealings in Instagram or other social media outlets. And then everybody has a whole farandula on how a person and another person cheated each other, when the fact is, when they actually airing out their dirty businesses, they're not doing it on how real businessmen do it, which is lawyer present, lawyer present, sign a contract. Now the contract is not right, therefore you don't go and tell a person, oh, this person didn't steal, stole my money and I need my back. But yet y'all cannot even. But yet some of these artists are not so knowledgeable that they need to go to court if a contract is breached. But a lot of people are not teaching young that. So therefore they think that one line earn people business, which is not really in a business sense. It actually hurts their business and their brand in the long run. But that's just my opinion. All right. I'm chilling Hebrew line. I'm actually trying to get to these guys who used to rap. So my whole focus tonight is about informing the youth on how not to make bad business dealings. So therefore, that's why I have Historias Urbanas con Don Armando. Yeah, yeah, man. All right. Sorry for the technical difficulties, but I have to block certain things because in order so I won't get a copyright. So one thing I'd actually say is that always because back in the day, people who were talented. People who weren't dared to actually be on the mic. But now you got a lot of people who are just actually pharmaceutical addicts. They think they could make a career of just singing nothing, and then whoop de doo, they get rich. So is it really a talent? Somebody never really honed it, or is it really a talent if they never faced the pitfalls or battled anybody to say that they're the best? So therefore, this is one thing I want to know. It would be funny if you see, because I hear that mumble rap is dying out. So I want to see like a whole bunch of untalented rappers, whether it'll be Latin American rappers, black rappers, Asian rappers. You know, the rappers that are not really lyrical at all. I want to see people battle each other and see how awful they sound without the lyrics or punchlines. That's what I just want to see. And it's funny when you see a person who's non-lyrical and really has no bars want to go after a rapper that has bars that's been established or actually have a good business model, but yet if they were to actually go toe to toe with the lyrical rapper, they will actually know that they'll be demolished. But that is just my opinion. Also, it seems that some rappers they don't really have a beat structure or certain people that do not know on how to make beats. So certain people they experiment with beats. Certain people they just use beats. There's certain people they just want they just make beats just for a trend, but yet they don't know how to get away from that set of beat making because they think that okay, this is going to make me a lash. When the fact is, you could actually incorporate other beats from different cultures and still make a hot track. I mean, look at the producers. You have Cito on the beat, the producer from Jersey. You got my homie Double R or Doher. You got Chromo X, and then which two producers that I personally know, no, actually three producers that I personally know. Beto N from the Dominican Republic, uh, DJ Ghetto SPM. Now he's with Farouk, but I met him while he was Pacquiao. Topo Manasa. Now he's producer, but I met him in the United States also. DJ Topo, I actually spoke to him because last time I think I spoke to him, we still had medium. and I guess me and the guy Basura Foke had words over something. And me personally, I actually believe that Basura Foke is an answer to the Dominican urban movement because most rappers they can't they believe that their only way out to make a lot of money is through that guy. And the fact is that most people who are merengueros about those don't even have to go through him to leave the country because most of their companies or just only for rap and demboceros that if they want to have a foothold in Europe to go and be with our folk just to make shows in Europe, so therefore they could bring back a bunch of money. When the fact is that demboceros, I'm talking about the ones in the Dominican Republic, or make another connection instead of on a connection with Santiago Matias, you would actually be out of business. All right, so I'm gonna go listen to it. Just 1 second. I could actually say who's Sosa and Speedy. I just wish that there was more aspects for Dominican artists. I mean, Juliano Sosa, the guy that manages Juliano Sosa before actually started managing Paul Rilla. I actually happened to see him in 2013 across the train tracks on 33rd Street. I knew it was him because he was the only guy that has like a distinctive tattoo that I've seen in rap videos in the past. So Paul Rilla I have seen in person, and people who are actually connected to Paul Rilla. The people that in person as far as reggaetoneros. Well, let's see. I've seen Daddy Yankee in person. I have seen Clemson. I have seen Don Dinero in person. Matter of fact, my first introduction into a rap video, if you actually see Son de la Loma, was in 2004. I was actually flashing my Dominican ring in that video. Um, um, Dominican rap sphere I've never known. Um, I haven't met Dijon Sang yet. Me and him actually talk on behind the scenes. I've met Toxicro. I've met Danny Punto Rojo. I actually met and talked to, and I actually consider as one of my friends, the rapper I've met Alex B. I have met Los Hijos de Yayo. Melvin Flint is one of my friends. I've met Bariboa. Even though it's been years I haven't seen him. I met Chaka. I have met Danny Punto Rojo. I've met Moreno Five. Who else? And these are the people I haven't seen. Hopefully, in the future, I will to see Nelly Nells and Delamona. And there's other rappers that I talk to. So hopefully, I guess this line of work, if when this is over, I think we could see what happens. I mean, yeah, but which is funny is what a lot of people don't understand is that is that one of the rap one the reggaeton one of the who was the who is I guess he does is OG Black, I believe. He's from the Dominican Republic. Currently lives in Puerto Rico. OG Black and Master Joe. So they're actually reggaeton produced some of the fire reggaeton tracks were actually go back and reach out to the Dominicans, I think we could have. Nah. OG Black is Dominican. A lot of people don't know that because OG Black, everybody, they have said like, oh yeah, OG Black Dominican. Loons, both of them are from Santiago, I believe. Even on interviews, he actually says that he's Dominican. And is and I guess in his biography, they say that he was born in San Cristobal, which is actually near the capital. Who else? As you know, the Lagos have Dominican, so therefore he's another one in the Dominican rap scene, um, or Puerto Rican reggaeton scene. Nostra had a good one, and he had a song called "No Tienes Miedo." Who else? Ray Chester. Ray Chester is the only Dominican that could have a lot of flows more than the rappers in the Dominican Republic. Born in the Dominican Republic, so that or a person were to actually say, "Oh yeah, we could go and battle Ray Chester," I don't think they would actually survive. A lot of rappers do not have flows; they just stick to the same flow. What flow is at all? So, with that said, Ray Chester is actually one of the most. Another reggaeton that a lot of people fail to mention, which is actually he was actually the reggaeton Baby Seiko and Orquídea Negra. The other dimensions, which I guess they're not doing anymore, is Big Mill and yeah, and Gemstar. Yeah, and then you had several Dominican reggaetoneros that was still in New York, but then certain companies was not giving them traction as they should. So therefore, reggaetoneros switched to being a Dominican rapper, which that actually became more lucrative than being reggaeton. And the thing is, though, as far as reggaeton actually came on the decline because they still have like the same beats. They didn't go and make new beats. So therefore, that's why you see certain Puerto Rican artists that do trap. But yet, since they're coming from Puerto Rico, they're actually sidelined as okay, they're reggaeton. The fact is, they're just only trap. All right. So while I'm waiting for my two guests, I'll just try to keep y'all entertained. So Hebrew, one thing I got, what is your I mean, yes, I I could tell you several times that I've gotten to stupid. I even got stabbed after knocking out a Puerto Rican dude. So yeah, I've been with, and I had to defend myself from haters and certain people who did not like Dominicans just because nobody let no one disrespect me. So I had Puerto Rican friends, but then you had certain people that didn't like me for whatever reason. They either have prejudice against Dominicans or Puerto Ricans, and I've seen it. But yeah, I've seen certain people that they actually give a hand, helping hand. So therefore, there's a lot of classism, ignorance, and and a little bit of mixed with a little bit of hatred. So I was there for that hate of mine. I could tell you that. But now the younger generation who actually respect each other, certain people they could still go on with that, but it just takes on a new form when it's the same street organizations, but different players now. I think a lot of the real hatred really died down because certain people have either a Dominican parent or a Puerto Rican parent. So some you have certain people who are actually in Puerto Rican caught in the middle of that stupid beef sometimes. But then it's mostly like my generation and older when it comes to the adults and the teenagers during that time on Hebrew line. Because when it was like the 60s or 70s, what my parents told me, Puerto Rican, some Puerto Ricans and some Dominicans got along. I mean, the Puerto Ricans straight from La East and the Dominicans were straight from the Dominican Republic. What the disconnect came from is that some of the Puerto Ricans who were born in New York and were less educated. I'm not saying all wasn't on educated. I just said the ones who were less educated started hating on Dominicans because some Dominicans started making them shop, and then most of the rivalries is actually very, very stupid because of prejudices, etc. And then most of the hatred actually came from street stuff. So that's what that was that line. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. There's a lot because I can't really speak for all New Yorkers because I got along. But when it came to stupidity, you always have somebody stupid in the bunch. So you have sometimes African Americans they beef with the Dominicans, she thought they were Puerto Rican, and they beef with other Spanish because they didn't know the difference. until maybe later on they see like, oh, they know different. But okay, they just say, oh, you're this, you're that. When the fact is, you may not even be from those parts. That's how ignorance was actually prevalent within the Northeast. I can't really speak about the Latinos in California or any other part. I'm just saying from what those. So Hebrew line, what part of Benji you're from? Because I did see that part of the divide when I actually Jersey City between 2006 and 2010. So let's just say, for example, since of my phenotype and how I look, a lot of people they just thought that they could start problems with me. The fact is, back down Dominican. So with me being who I am, I've seen this in northern New Jersey. Okay, I hmm. Quick question, because I'm seeing articles saying that there's no more changing the clocks. Is that true or is that just cap? I can't really speak on work because I've only been there a couple of times when I was with my ex. So the times that I've been there was like around Grand Street. You know that it was like it was ran by Muslims. So when I used to my ex so basically beef. And cheese was great. It was like on Grand Street or something like that. If I'm not mistaken, in Newark. So that is my experience in Newark, and I only passed by Newark when I was even taking train, the Amtrak trains from Philadelphia to New York recently. Yeah, I think so. So I'm just gonna hold this down for an hour, and then I might just go to sleep. I mean, I would, but then sometimes they don't know. I guess exact and radical Latino get along. So I'm not gonna go and try to put those two unless that they um resolve differences or issues. And sometimes Zacarias have like um issues, whatever the case may be. But I'm still trying to um invite any uh, some of the word as we speak. All right. Shout out to Lucas. I didn't get those two guys on, but so if I believe in UFOs, I don't know if I do or not. I mean, the, the of UFOs do make a lot of great movie topics, but as far as me, I don't know because I'm just gonna be perfectly honest. Because certain people they come with theory that I guess what is that place called? I'm attribute to dag. I think it's for where you have those Mexican pyramids. So people have come with the theory. Some of those pyramids were made by UFOs, but I know I haven't really delved into that yet. I just put the link in the description. Oh yeah. Uh, so if anybody wants animations or anything, I'm just sponsored on my own channel. Go up and like and support uh the YouTube channel Ace Me. Hebrew line. One thing that does intrigue me. about the Dominican card revoker. If this guy says that he is this big grandiose person, how is it that he was so easily doxxed? That is one thing that is so amazing to me. Okay, still waiting. Yes, they are. And the city that I'm currently in, Philadelphia. So I'm thinking about opening a spot out here or somewhere in the Pennsylvania region. Not all, but some. Puerto Rican Delphi is not even a full Puerto Rican. It's Dominican and haven't really had too much. Don't really care to. So with that said, I don't care what he has to say or anything like that because it has no credence on my life. And I live in Philadelphia. I don't do the hanging out stuff because people who do the hanging out stuff out here in Philadelphia, they're mostly on drugs. And then every so often you hear about it. So I just don't do the hanging out thing. I just go to work, come home, go to the gym, and if I'm in with someone hanging out, I just go to my wife to eat or go to the movies. That's it. That's all I do in Philadelphia because Philadelphia within itself, it doesn't matter if you're Hispanic or black. It's a very, very hateful city. Then on top of it, I hate to say this, but you have a lot of let's say a lot of predators who are on that list here in Philadelphia. So that's another reason why I don't really hang out with certain individuals list. Sorry to say. And if I find I don't so that's how I find myself out. Yeah, I know. I mean, ever since I moved out here, and since people do not really know my ethnicity anyway, I've had certain people try to disrespect me in front of my wife, even though men. And then on top of it, the older Puerto Rican ladies who are actually Pentecostal, I'll just one day I was just waiting for the bus. This woman is so afraid of me. She went up and went to the next car just to ask them to take them over. Remind you, I was I was waiting on the bus. I didn't look this lady's direction, and but this lady was afraid of me, not knowing that I'm Dominican. So there is some truth to that, but then it depends on what area you are in Philadelphia. Because I've experienced certain racist attitudes also, but most of the people who have racist attitudes are ignorant, and some of them read at a second or third degree or third grade reading level when it comes to English or Spanish. But then out here in Philadelphia, most people are hostile to each other. It's generational. There's a lot of street families involved. But now, some of the people who are racist, or whatever the case may be, they're actually teaming up together and they're offering themselves a rapid rate. It's to a point that a lot of people, not only Hispanics, but black people, as well. They're driving up the crime rate in Philadelphia. Every so often, you hear in the news that somebody got unalived, or somebody got found unalived, or these young kids who that what everybody calls gangs here in Philadelphia is not like the Bloods and Crips. It actually goes by blocks. So therefore, if you see a whole bunch of young guys, like maybe in the 16 to 20 region, and they selling the narcotics or street farm or street pharmaceuticals, or they have those hammers on them. 9 times out of 10, they will consider themselves a gang without no formal initiation or colors or anything like that. It just goes by what block you're from. So if your block is beefing with another block, 9 times out of 10, there's going to be a fist fight. But now the gun violence is crazy to the point that certain people are making bombs on each other in Philadelphia, and people are being unalived in an alarming rate. All right. So while I'm still waiting for my guest and everything like that, I guess it's good down talking about the experience. I guess nice. So it's just to the point that you have some jerks all over the world. You've seen jerks who are racist, can take it. You also have jerks that are actually emotionally intelligent, and they feel that they could actually boss a person around because they have cranium at all. And then what's surprising me is that most of the young men who are actually participating in what we call drill music, most of these young men are dying in an alarming rate that no career, no tour to actually do anything. They might have YouTube views or YouTube money or whatever the case may be. But a lot of these young men have a plan. And there's so much in the streets, dissing their dead ops and everything like that, to the point that by the time that they would actually become a solid street artist, something tragic always happens to these young individuals. And it's to the point that it really needs to stop. Because a lot of these young men are going to be thrown into federal institutions, and it will be and and my generation is actually trying to stop that, because if we put a stop to that, maybe we won't have to hear about the street life anymore. We won't have to hear about everybody, about most of us filling up the jail system just because of certain plans which are actually put in place for us to fail. Maybe then we could be more happier instead of promoting the filth and laughing over our people being unalived just over petty beef, or beef that has nothing to do with money. So with that said, that's why I have Historias, Urbanas, to actually get the aspect, or try to get the aspect from artists that have lived that life. I mean, the artistic life and street life. And so you could actually tell the youth that this is not the real way to go. Yeah, you could stand for your own, you could, and don't be a pushover, but then you have to be strong mentally. Because what gets a lot of us is, if you don't know your laws, I'm telling people who are 16 till now, you do not know the laws. And then if you don't read law books, 9 times out of 10, they could try to hit you with the charge that you do not even know. And then it'll be unconstitutional. Yet, they know the law, they could hit you with that. But if you know the law, and if you have a lawyer that knows the law, 9 times out of 10, you could actually get out of trouble. Or if you don't want to be in trouble in the first place, travel to different places to see how they live at, or how they live. I'm talking about not only the Dominican Republic, not only parts of the United States, but if you try to actually go overseas, maybe then I think that everybody could actually have a fighting chance at what we call the corporate world. But since people don't know their laws or know their rights within the corporate world, we always see the same pattern go over and over and over again. And it's up to our generation and the generation before us to actually put a warning to the younger generation. So therefore, they won't have to go to the trials and tribulations that my generation went through and the older generation went through, as far as record contracts and street beefs. another thing that I try to say about a bad experience with certain individuals will try to shape who you are. Because I know there's good individuals and there's bad individuals. I mean, okay, you have bad individuals who are telling me who I'm not, and they have no concrete proof, and it shows that they're running off of emotions and big and hatred. So when you actually see certain people use big words just to express their racism or their hatred or people, I try to stay away from people like that because it's actually detrimental to what I'm trying to do. I feel that I had to spend my whole entire time getting insults and whatsoever on just because I said of who I am. You have certain people who you can tell they never been certain, or they think that a certain part of lifestyle is supposed to be the American norm. On the fact is half these people are very uneducated or some education, as you revealed. Like, this individual that I do not care for, who says that he's the all-purpose guy to revoke somebody's card, you could actually tell that he's an idiot. What kind of person you're gonna go and tell people that you could take away what they are or what they were born with no actual facts, no actual DNA, and on top of it, the man's a college dropout. So that shows that he has no credibility or clout in this community. I mean, actually, a picture of the damn. Wow, that is too funny. Well, it looks that I'll have to close this. So good night, my public. Hopefully, this line will come in next week, right before my trip to the Dominican Republic. Good night.